How many new small businesses were subsequently started? In the last question, the question was being asked, where did your state rank in private sector job loss? And I made the comment that why focus on private sector job loss? It's more important to move forward. Now, since I answered the last question about private sector job loss, it came to mind that that list could become very, very important, because if you look at the areas, the states where there was private sector job loss, those would be great states to start a new small business, if you think about it. I would be thinking about it if geography and state were important to me. I'd certainly be thinking about that question. But since our community is in cyberspace, as long as I can get connected to cyberspace, it doesn't matter where I am. Last week, at our community bulletin board, and you don't need to be looking at my inbox unless you want to. At our community bulletin board last week, uh, two of the things that well, actually, one was last week and one was the week before. There was the American Express Open. They did a study on where women were entrepreneurs and what states were the most popular. And I'm not going to take the time to do it, but I bet that if you look at those, if you put those two lists side by side, the American Express Open List and the U.S. Department of Labor Bureau of Labor Statistics, if you put those lists side by side, I'll bet you'll see them disproportionately related to one another, or pretty close to it. And then I believe it was 2 weeks ago at the Community Bulletin Board, we shared information about a study that the Kauffman Foundation, the Foundation of Entrepreneurship, had released about whereas the new business startups last year, the new business startups were down from the year before. No, they were up from the year before, but down from post what they were calling post-recession in this particular study. And I don't think that particular report broke it down by states. I don't know that they really needed to. They were just conceptually talking about new business startups, new small business startups. And there's a new small business model being created right now. And we see it very, very clearly in our community. It's a model that integrates social marketing, not just social media, but social marketing with today's social network technology. That's what our community is all about. And a couple days ago, demonstrated very clearly in today's new small business world, new small business model being created. You can do it with a presence on YouTube, a YouTube channel, and a landing page in our community. I'm doing it, and it works. And it's a matter of, that's what our community is all about, is a social network technology on how information moves back and forth from one community, be it a Google search engine, to another community, be it Facebook. Uh, that's what the communities are all about, uh, communication. And we believe very much, as we've learned by studying Google, that search is very important, and that's how traffic moves in our community. It's by search. Uh, so there is a new small business model being created right now. We know that we understand the social marketing principles. We've been doing it for 40 years. Uh, we learn new things every day. You hear about Google changing their algorithm every day. Those are the kinds of things that we need to know, we need to understand, so we study them, and we send traffic back and forth. It's I thanked Google yesterday for creating my own landing page on their servers. If you Google Small Biz David or David's Barter, you will come to a Google search results, and we occupy uh, the the entire page, and it's our it's our landing page, but it's a link to everything that we do, and uh, that was part of the. Those are the kinds of things that we need to understand. We need to understand how they work, how folks communicate with one another. So if the next question that I'm going to ask is, uh, will you be among the 10,000 new business startups who are committed to the Startup America partnership that was announced a year ago last January? David's Barter community committed to it the day that it was announced, with the commitment that we would provide the social marketing, social network technology platform that will help new businesses get started, new small businesses get started. And with new jobs desperately needed to be created, it starts with job number one. It always has started with job number one, that the entrepreneur who takes the time and the energy to start a new small business, that's job number one. And it might stay at job number one, or maybe grow with a few, or grow very big. But it started with the very first one.